Would you wear shorts to an interview? Let's discuss. For those of you who don't know, my name is Maya Karen. I run a fashion blog called Classically Kept. It does feature luxury, contemporary, and how to style, and now natural hair care and hair care topics. If you are into any of those things, please consider subscribing to my channel. Click the notification bell. That way you will never miss a video. So this video does somewhat surround fashion, but let's talk about a young woman who went viral for wearing shorts to an interview. Not only did she wear shorts to an interview, but she didn't see anything wrong with it. So, according to She the People, a woman was allegedly dress coded for wearing shorts to a job interview who later made a TikTok video explaining the incident. The woman, Tyresha, defended her outfit decision and condemned the recruiter. The video, which has received more than 34 million views and 26,000 likes on X since it was posted last week, was captioned, "I cannot believe the recruiter asked me to change my interview clothes, then come back. I look very neat and professional, so no." Tyresha then went on to show her outfit with the text, "The recruiter rejected me because of this." She showed herself wearing black shorts and a white top. She explains how the recruiter gave her the option to go home, change, and then come back for the interview. However, she refused to give the interview out of principle, even when they offered to reschedule for the next day. So let's quickly watch her TikTok.
So I just got dress coded during the interview. And then they decided to reschedule the interview with me for tomorrow. But before they rescheduled, the lady was like, "Would you like to come back? Like go change and then come back?" And I was like, "No." These are the shorts. Let me turn to the side for y'all. These are the shorts.
So there were thousands upon thousands of responses, but I just wanted to read some that stood out to me. So here's one response from someone from She the People. "I'm more concerned about why she thinks this is okay, to the extent of making a video about it, and it's a blessing that they would allow her to come back." Sounds like the person was trying to help, not hurt. "The shorts are fine, sis, just inappropriate for the occasion." Then somebody from Fast Company said, "The recruiters of TikTok responded in full force, explaining that the interviewer might have been protecting Morgan. When that recruiter was offered for you to change, she was really doing her best to give you a solid shot," she explained. "When you show up dressed even remotely inappropriate in the eyes of the interviewer or recruiter, it gives an insane amount of bias where that's all that they will see." And I agree with that. When you are walking into an interview, first impressions are everything. The first impression is going to be a lasting one, especially if you are going into a corporate setting, or especially if you are looking for someone to give you a job. The minute someone sees you and you are dressed inappropriately, number one, they're going to think that you're not taking the job interview or the job seriously. And number two, they're going to be so focused on your look that they might even think that you are not qualified for the job. And then number three, which I think is on most people's minds, is number one, should you get the job and it is a customer-based or face-to-face environment, how are you going to show up to a meeting with a client? Are you going to show up to a meeting with a client in those particular shorts or in shorts in general? That gives the message to the client that you might not be qualified and you're not serious about the job. Not to mention it's very unprofessional. Then from the New York Post, the actual writer of the article stated, "Many agreed with this sentiment, suggesting there was a generational gap in what constitutes acceptable interview attire." And I do actually agree with this because there is a bigger issue here. I want to read to you an actual comment on one of my videos, and this comes from the Olivia Copo wedding dress video that I did, and I 100% agree with what this person is saying. The comment reads, "I'm finding that younger generation, Gen Z and later, no longer have any regard for time and place." My thoughts. So just like I stated earlier about the comment, I agree, and basically what this boils down to is decorum. When it comes to Gen Z and when it comes to younger generations, now there are some millennials out there who don't necessarily understand or know of decorum either. But I'm finding that when it comes to younger generations, they are showing up to places in whatever they want, whether it be a job interview, whether it be work, whether it be school, whether it be a banquet, just in everyday life. They're not necessarily dressing appropriately for where they are going or for their environment, which is why this young woman had no issue with showing up or thinking that going to an interview in shorts is appropriate, so much so that she doubled down. Let's look at her response.
So the main concern was, why did I reschedule or why did I cancel to come back that day? To answer the question, the commute is just expensive and I wasn't willing to make that commute twice in one day. The recruiter was okay with it. I was fine with that. So we rescheduled. But I know that you guys are concerned about the second interview. Y'all want to know what I wore, etc. I actually never went to the second interview because I ended up coming home and considering my options. I emailed the recruiter and just canceled that second interview. I wasn't interested anymore. To me, I still feel that I was very neat, professional, and even if it was a little casual, it still was very clean, and I don't think that it was outside of professionality. So we all have our own opinions. I know y'all probably don't eat up in the comments. The second question that you guys had was, why would you wear shorts to an interview? Again, I was aware that shorts was not professional attire, so that's why I chose to wear them. I looked very professional to myself. I've been in all types of different professional environments, and considering the people that were there and what they were wearing, I wasn't at a dress code. Like, I looked like I fit right in. This was my actual first time wearing shorts, and nothing really like sparked me to wear shorts that day. I just kind of seen them sitting out, and I was like, okay, let me put this on. Now, where did I get the shorts from? I bought those shorts from Target. Everybody wants to know what type of material they are. They're more like a polyester. The brand is A New Day, and they're the high-rise tailored shorts. They are like shorts that you can wear to events or just kind of dress up shorts. They're not nothing that you just throw on and make errands in. So I don't know why y'all keep saying that. I bought them from Target. I did want to say to Target, if you decide that you'd like to contact me and sponsor me with a collab for professional attire for young individuals and etc., I am available. My email is mtarisha@icloud.com, and I will leave it in the comments for you. I will keep posting videos to show y'all what I wear next in professional setting.
So here's the issue with her mindset. Number one, what she wore, the shorts, they were inappropriate. They were actually too short and they were too tight. But the other issue is that instead of her trying to understand why it's inappropriate, she doubles down. And the third and the most important thing is that because we're not really sure what job she was applying for. If this has anything to do with some type of corporate job, customer-based job, or some type of office setting, more than likely she's going to run into this issue again. And if she wants a job in a specific field, she is going to have to adhere to the dress code. So because this is a fashion channel, let's have some fun. Let's talk about the 3 types of dress codes when it comes to what you should wear to the office or what you should wear to an interview. First things first, how do you show up to an interview? The first thing you need to do is read the room. When you are looking at the job description, understand the job that you are applying for. Understand the dress code, and then also figure out or learn what type of environment you're going to be in. More than likely, you're going to be in an office setting. So the very first one is going to be traditional business attire. And let me also preface all of this by saying there are going to be some understood or unsaid rules, and then there are going to be some rules that are going to vary by your company. According to Suit Shop, business professional attire is formal dress codes typically reserved for corporate settings, professional meetings, and other formal business occasions. It's the pinnacle of workplace dress codes, exuding a sense of professionalism, authority, and sophistication. This attire is appropriate for environments where a strict and polished appearance is required, like boardrooms, client meetings, or job interviews. So when you think of traditional business or just business attire, think of a lawyer. Think of maybe a hedge fund person, maybe think of Wall Street. So, what business casual is not? The very first thing that comes to mind is a lawyer. A lawyer would never show up to court to argue a case in ripped jeans, right? That is not professional. That is not traditional or business attire. Same thing with very bright colors. While a canary yellow suit may be very beautiful, while a hot pink suit or magenta suit is very beautiful, that is not business attire or traditional business attire. Same thing with your heel height. Typically, they say anywhere from 2 inches lower. You're not going to wear 3 and 4 inch heels when it comes to business attire. You're not going to wear shorts in business attire. You're not going to wear a skirt that is either too short or too tight. Also, when it comes to makeup, you are not going to wear a ridiculous amount of makeup. You need to keep it simple and you need to keep it fresh. When it comes to your accessories, you are not going to wear very large, huge statement earrings. You're more than likely going to opt for a small pearl like this or some type of small stud. What business attire is. It's going to be your quintessential suit. It's probably going to be fitted, and if you are that girl, it is more than likely going to be tailored, or it is going to be custom. When you're thinking about your suit, it's typically going to be a matching suit. It can be a pantsuit. Make sure the pants are not too tight. It can be a skirt suit. At least make sure that the skirt hits your knees or goes below the knees, and it's going to be your neutral colors, your charcoal gray, your black, your tan, and your navy. And then when it comes to your hair, it's not going to be like an ornate hairstyle. It's going to be something very simple, like a pulled back bun, a low bun, or a ponytail. Something very simple, something very clean. When it comes to your accessories, it's more than likely going to be a structured bag or like a top handle, maybe even like a belt in a neutral color to cinch in that waist and give you a beautiful figure. Okay, so now you might be asking, well, wait a minute, what's the difference between business and business casual? Some people refer to business casual as smart casual. The primary difference between business casual versus business professional attire lies in formality, and that can be very nuanced. Where business casual is more relaxed and business professional attire is more formal. And this is why I said also in the beginning, there are going to be some unstated rules, and then this is also going to vary by company. So what is business casual or smart casual? It is a dress code that is a combination of traditional business attire and more relaxed clothing. So it's very nuanced, but let me give you a couple of examples. So when it comes to what business casual is not, it's going to follow along the same lines as business attire. So no flip-flops, ladies, no Crocs. I know they're very comfortable, but you should not be wearing those in a business casual setting. It's going to be the exact same thing. No shorts, no tight skirts, no short skirts. Also, although, you know, we love to show off our shoulders, off the top shoulders are not business casual. It's going to be the exact same thing with the makeup, and it's going to be the exact same thing with the hair. Now, there's going to be a couple of nuances when it comes to what business casual actually is. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset about this, but this will also vary from company to company. Jeans are not typically considered, or have not historically been considered, business casual. This will vary by company, okay? But business casual, when it comes to your suit, you can play a little bit more with texture, with design, and with color. As I said earlier, I gave you the example of the lawyer. A lawyer, when they go to court, more than likely is not going to wear a canary yellow suit. It's going to be charcoal, it's going to be tan, it's going to be black. Let's say, for instance, you are in a business casual setting, you more than likely are going to be able to wear that beautiful canary suit. Magenta, maybe read the room, maybe ask your boss, right? Also, when it comes to business casual, you have polos, you have chinos, you have sweater sets, you have pencil skirts. When it comes to business casual, you might be able to switch things up a little bit when it comes to the business casual, and you might be able to do a classic print. And lastly, is going to be casual. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. Casual in an office and casual in a work environment is going to be different than casual in your everyday life. So what is it? Generally, it is more relaxed and comfortable than business casual, but still appropriate and professional. So now that we have established that, what is casual, what it is not, again, is going to be your flip-flops. No flip-flops and slides with socks, no PJs, no tight clothing, no short shorts, no tight skirts. All of the things you think of when it comes to your everyday casual life. I know this is a huge one because this has kind of like garnered a cult following, but athleisure wear. Your little matching sets are actually not appropriate for work, even though it is considered casual. I know you want to show off your newest purchase from Lululemon in Target, but let's leave that for casual everyday life. Okay, so what is casual when it comes to business setting or when it comes to work wear? The very first one I want to touch on is jeans. Jeans are casual, but again, you're going to have to read the room, ask HR, and listen or read your dress code. For me, when it comes to my corporate realm, when it comes to independent adjusting, whenever I would go on contracts, it was a work setting, but jeans were not considered casual. chinos were, but jeans were not. On Fridays, when it was casual Fridays, I think it was like $2 that you could pay to actually wear jeans into the office. So there are going to be some situations where companies will allow you to wear jeans, but there are going to be some stipulations. Number one, they're not going to allow you to wear jeans that have any holes. And number two, they're probably going to request or ask that your jeans be a darker wash. Most people equate dark wash jeans with a dressier look. But then something like sneakers, not like your very bulky sneakers, but like a Samba sneaker or like a very sleek all white sneaker, okay? Same thing would be like a very nice t-shirt, not form-fitting, but maybe like a boyfriend type style or like a silkier or an elevated material. Same thing with your skirts, same thing with your pants. It could be a chino, it could even be like a linen when it comes to your warmer months. Also, for a shoe, you can consider something like a mule. Throw your mules on with like some cropped chinos, a belt, and like a boyfriend t-shirt. And then when it comes to your accessories and when it comes to your earrings, you can still wear the pearls, you can still wear the studs. You might have a little bit more leeway, a little bit more color, and you might even be able to wear some hoops. Remember, just nothing too statement-like. We don't want huge bulbous earrings on our ears at work. With your hair, again, you're going to have a little bit more leeway. You might even be able to wear it down with a little bit of curl or a nice headband. So in the comments, let's start a discussion. One of the things that I love about my community is that we can disagree and keep it respectful. But let me know, do you think it is appropriate to wear shorts in an interview? And lastly, dress with simplicity and leave a lasting impression. Bye, y'all.
We always have it coming.